Consider.
Yeah, we're not supposed to, you're not supposed to emails, reply all, or
Yeah.
any of that kind of stuff.
Okay. But you still do it separately
It's
though.
helpful for me because I get too much on my mind.
Yeah, they're nice. Makes things easier.
It does.
Okay, so we ready?
Yes, it's recording. I'll wait for Miss Cheryl for us to join.
Okay. Try this again.
All right, so let's try this again.
Do we vote?
I don't, do we need to start
We
over?
need to vote for,
Yes.
like, we already voted.
And everything, and then we need to vote for a chairman, and two names were put forward, me and Gary. Do we have a vote? All for,
I second Justin.
all right, who votes for me? All right, cool, it's me. All right, cool. Do I get to bang the gavel now?
Yep.
A lot of fun.
I'm not doing that.
You have to bang it.
I'm not doing that. That sounds like a terrible.
Please be the right one.
I know.
Just hover over the cancel button.
Adrian Black entered the waiting room.
Yeah, I'm not gonna approve. I'm just gonna approve
Yeah.
Miss Cheryl just because I know she's.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in, but my
Hey,
computer's.
We hear you.
I hear you.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need to see me? Cause I can't figure this every time. I don't know, it's been acting up. It just dropped me and it sounded like a whole lot of people were talking at once, but it wasn't y'all.
Yeah, no, that's okay. As long as you can hear what's going on.
I can see y'all and I can
Okay.
hear y'all.
Okay.
Cool.
So, just to recap, we had to get a new board chairman because Mike, I resigned from the board. He couldn't do enough meetings and stuff. And, so my name got thrown in there and I just got voted in as chairman.
All right.
So, hooray.
Okay, and who was the first motion?
Yeah. And then seconded by Gary and then
Gary?
approved.
Okay.
I don't know if you need to get Cheryl to vote against me or for me. I don't think it matters at this point.
And there was 3 ayes
vote for you.
and 1 nay.
Yeah, one
I,
contested vote.
Hey,
All right, so then we do not have to also to recap from the previous snafu, we do not have minutes for the previous meeting, so we will have 2 sets of minutes in the next meeting to approve.
okay.
And then we are going to go to the Review and Development Services report, which I assume comes from Derek. Got anything for us?
Yes, yeah, it's in your packet. You have, I was just going kind of go over the construction that's been going on. Right now, recently, we just had 9 permits for homes. And they're under construction right now, actually 10. We've got 1 on Claret Drive and then 9 on Cardinal Drive. Those are in the process of being built. We also had a developer that came in and bought what I counted was 45 of the properties in Claret Crossing.
Are those the properties that we had platted recently?
Yes, they've already been platted. They were owned by Mr. Ho.
Yeah.
Ho Enterprises. But this company's came in and they're the ones that are doing, they built 12 homes, I believe, in Bay Vista, right? Yeah, in Bay Vista. And then they're the ones that are building the 9 homes on Cardinal Drive. And they're getting, from what I understand, they're getting ready to build 20 more.
Awesome. I'm glad to see that subdivision.
So looks like we're starting to get a lot more housing coming in.
Yeah, we took a big hit approving that just before COVID and then it kind of slowed production with increased costs, but it's good to
Is
see
that-
this new life.
Is that the one
Sound
behind
landing? Is
Whataburger?
that where that is?
I'm sorry?
Behind that Claret Crossing, but it's the same tie-in, but it's technically a separate subdivision.
Waterburger.
Yeah, right behind Whataburger.
Yeah, LaSalle Landing was built and then Claret Crossing was put in behind that. So they're 2 different subdivisions, but they're connecting.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and I know there is a developer that's looking at doing a subdivision over there on Independence, but I'm not for sure where he's at on that. I met with him about a month ago, and we discussed, some of the things, some of the incentives that the city can provide him, and, we just kind of tossed that. So he's still working on that. Let's see, TDCU, of course, it looks like that they may be done in the latter part of next year. They're going pretty slow. Same thing with Speedy Stop. They, looks like it might be in 2027 before they're finished up. We have a 8-liner game room that came into town. It's over there by Ace Hardware. Our ordinance says you can have no more than 6 of those machines at a place of business for profit. Well, they actually claim that they're a nonprofit organization and they have the state license and everything. I don't know how it's nonprofit.
501c type deal or?
501c3 6.
Okay. Huh. So the
Kind of like, is it 6 or 8? 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, like the Chamber of Commerce.
yeah.
So I don't know how it applies to them because that type of tax exemption would be for somebody that's helping other businesses develop, kind of like the chamber.
Yeah.
So I don't know how an 8-liner would fall into that, but that's what they got. The council asked me to check with other cities and see how they're regulating other eight.
Yeah, I know we had a restriction on like percentage of the square footage of the building too, didn't we? Or that didn't pass? Okay. I knew it was supposed to be like not a majority, but we had a lot of.
Well, that was a long time ago. It was before me.
Okay.
what kind of games does it have?
It's 8-liners, like Las Vegas.
Machine style. Yeah.
It's like Las Vegas,
Yeah.
but they can't give out prizes more than $5.
Yeah.
We'll go and play.
Yeah, and there's lots of different, gray area in there, but they're the 501c is a new one to me, but we do have some regulations and other regulations they've hit the book, voted against or for, councils reviewed some different things. I know we had the police chief at one point came in and did a little talk about what he would like to see for regulation. So I know there's a lot of stuff that we've glossed over. I just don't know that anything's actually come through. So maybe some input from what other Texas are doing wouldn't hurt.
Well, Dennis, our prosecuting attorney, he said that they're against they're against law, the Texas Constitution. But he said that they claim that somehow or another that let's see how does it work?
There's skill.
If it's skill,
There's skill-based gaming versus games of random chance.
so if you have to go out, if you like have to move a button, like if it stops and then you have to do something,
Yeah,
move additional whatever, then that's considered a skill.
it's like a big buck hunter in an arcade where you get points for doing the right target, the right shot. Those are legal, but if it was just a pull and wait, those are random chance machines where you don't have a change of the outcome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a game of chance, but if there's some kind of skill involved, and even if it's just moving a button or something.
I've pitched a lot of games in my business. Game rooms are very popular in stores and things like that. And I've seen game of chance and game of skill combined. I've seen some stuff that benefits veterans or homeless and things like that as well as part of the profit scheme. So there's a lot of money, time, and energy invested in the legal loopholes of these.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that it's not always worth pursuing for the problem.
Yeah, and they have 80 machines in there, so
Yeah.
you got plenty of options.
They can't give away more than $5?
Correct.
Legally.
Let's see, no, it's 10 times the amount of the cost of the game, or $5, whichever's less. So
Yeah.
I just say no more than $5.
I see an occupancy in that place, but
Yeah. There's how much is
yeah.
good for business.
Yeah, they got an occupancy right now. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, just the whole strip center
Oh,
Yeah, it's nice to have people renting and
looks better when it's
oh, yeah,
filled, instead of being vacant.
yeah.
right.
As long as we're not violating any Texas constitutional laws, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, and on that,
Well, I guess you'll look into some more.
yeah, I'm looking into that and then I'm gonna bring it back to the planning board and then the council. But speaking on the strip, we have the eye center moved in there. They're in that strip now too. So. Yeah, several businesses open up there.
Construction.
Are they?
Is that? We saw a bunch of.
I haven't seen that. Oh, cool. They were putting air conditioners on top of Ace, I think.
They were talking about doing a fitness center in the shoe department.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or-
there's
But
fencing in the back.
yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna go through or not.
It'd be interesting to see
From
them.
by there yesterday, it looked like somebody was doing something inside of Bell's where I was supposed to be.
Might be cleaning it out to try to get some people to rent it.
Yeah. And of course, got the snow cone shop that's moved in on Austin Street. They have the building placed there. That pretty much sums it up on an update.
I see a lot of utility and line work going on. Is there anything specific there or is that just general maintenance?
They're replacing a lot of poles that need to be replaced.
Yeah, looked like they had some
Like,
nice. Well, that'd be sturdy, hopefully.
There was a lot of bad poles.
on my property. too.
Yeah, they were coming and cutting some trees over by the store to clear the lines and I was really happy to see that. I'm hoping some of the neighbors take the opportunity to chop back a little bit. Spent a few $1,000s
But
on
if
tree
they,
trimming.
if they
last
cut
few
down
years.
trees on your property, you have to haul the limbs away yourself.
No, not if you have utilities.
I said not in the easements,
That's what they
hopefully.
told me.
No, they were chipping.
Now, if you have utilities, then we'll pick it up. Republic does.
They told me I had all.
No, you're responsible for making sure they get hauled off.
Yeah.
But the city will do it for free. Republic will.
Thank you for that.
Better than both.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they'll chop it. Pull them to the city picks up.
5 hours. I got them all home.
No, I just had a bunch of trees in my alley and one of my trees was affecting was starting to get in towards my neighbor's utilities. And on our property past the. easement.
That's what we had and they ended up cutting down the trees and that's why I just hauled them all away myself because I figured they were cutting them down, so I didn't have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of properties that have that issue and the property owners won't take care of the responsibility of clearing them. So,
and we have that on the books that you're required to maintain your.
Oh, yeah.
Improvements.
you're responsible for your own maintenance.
Yeah. What kind of effective tools do we have on that? Just citation?
Well, we can give citations or the city can do it and charge the property owner.
Hmm.
And if they don't pay it, then we put a lien on the property.
Do you think some of it's maybe a ignorance thing or a?
A lot of times it is. Sometimes they just don't want it, they don't have the money.
That's true. Be nice to.
The going rate for people trimming trees around here, that's outrageous how much they charge. Yeah. I need to definitely do that on the side.
Man, I mean, a little power tool.
Get Tommy to do it.
Hard work.
Yeah, not something I'd want to do for a living. But I'd probably charge too much if I had to do it too. Cool. Well, all right. Anything else to go over services wise? I mean,
That's all I have for now.
all right. Anybody have any clarification questions or follow-ups?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, we're gonna discuss the chapter 56 zoning ordinance that's on the book. Now, this, as far as background goes, we've been working on zoning for 6 or 7 years now.
Longer than that.
Well, since the last time I got involved was 7 years, I think.
Yeah, I think, well,
Zoning's been something for 30 years.
let's see, I think at the very back of your packet, let's see if it is there. Make sure before.
You have a date on it?
Let's see.
It's in the, it's on the computer.
Oh, I guess it'd be after your zoning. Board.
You sure? I don't care. I'll look it all in too.
Yeah, here, I got an extra.
It's at the very back.
On page 22, it shows a future land use plan that was approved, that we've been going by for years now. This one was developed, I believe, in 16.
I want to say 2016 was when we got the map done.
Yeah, and this is the one that we've been going by.
Yeah, that's almost a 10-year-old map. When is it?
Well, and what my recommendation to council was approval of this zoning ordinance. And then using this future land use plan as our adopted zoning map. And then, in a minute, I'll talk to you about how we're going to be getting our future land use plan. But, the council did approve it on the first reading. But, however, I hate to, basically they tabled it. They passed it for now. So let's see, that's pretty much where we're at on the zoning ordinance.
We got an initial approval and now we're kind of in a limbo.
Right, and then when we get to the next item, I'll explain everything a little bit more detail.
Okay, as far as reviewing the zoning ordinance, I don't know if you guys were able to look at this before the meeting packets. It's quite and there's quite a few pages. Do you
Well,
want?
this is a bare bones, this was a reduced one, 13 pages with,
Like 13 pages. It was
yeah, what,
page when we got back.
yeah, no, whenever they wanted me to kind of follow what Point Comfort has, because they've had zoning for years. And so I kind of mimicked them, but I included some of the things that I wanted to have in there, like specific use permits and things like that. But that's pretty much what it is. It's very, very basic. It's just kind of a guideline, and then we can improve from there on in.
I was gonna say, what's the procedure in this, for everybody, what's the procedure for updating our, if this was to pass? How would we then amend it? That require a 3/4 vote by council? Would that require
It's just what majority vote.
majority vote by council?
It's just a changing an ordinance, just like anything else.
City council or the planning?
City council would have.
It would go through the planning board,
And
actually the planning and zoning board then. And then it would go through the council.
Yeah.
And just, it has to be passed by a majority.
Okay.
There's other things that I'll get into more detail when we start discussing more on zoning.
Mhm.
But we'd have to develop a zoning board of adjustments as well. And they determine variances.
Mhm.
And that board is quasi judicial. So anything that goes to the zoning board of adjustments does not go to the council. Basically, they are the voting member. What they say goes. And so, if somebody was to ask a variance, say in the front yard setbacks or height requirement or whatever it is, as far as a variance is concerned, it would go through a different board,
Yeah,
completely different than the planning and zoning as well.
yeah, essentially a lot of the things that we see as variances would become zoning issues.
It would go through the ZBA instead of the planning board.
Planning, and then planning board would be more concerned with overall updates to the zoning.
Yeah, future planning and change in zoning.
We become less of a variance and board, more of a ordinance board.
So that being said, we can go ahead and hop over to the next item unless somebody has a question about the zoning. Like I said, it's been tabled for now. So
So
it's kind of a moot point.
Do we intend, do you know if the council has any intention of doing public meetings or a workshop or anything? Do they want our thoughts on this written out?
Okay. Let's go ahead and hop over to next item.
Let's move on.
And okay, and to answer your question, in your packet, starting on page 24, I went ahead and included, what we're doing is received a grant for $300,000 to help us with the comprehensive plan. We haven't done that since, well, it's been about 10 years. So it definitely needed to be updated. And we already went through the grading process, and we picked a company, which is Baxter, I'm sorry, KSBR is the company. Baxter and Woodwin are the consultants on the project. It kind of gives you a scope of their services throughout that part, and it's showing the pre-planning and coordination, the public engagement, the kickoff meetings, like on the kickoff meetings down at the bottom. They did take a tour. There was, let's see, one of the lady from KSBR and the two, Baxter and Woodman. And then me and Jody, we drove around and we showed them all of Port Lavaca, so they can kind of familiarize themselves with it. And then they met up with the council members individually and also some of the staff to kind of get some ideas and specific, it says like challenges, specific plan expectations. We did a questionnaire to kind of give them an idea what to start with. Now, that being said, now we're going to be looking at doing more public engagement. We are looking at, let's see, I believe on the 25th. Yeah, August the 25th, we're looking at doing a joint meeting with the planning board and the city council.
Would that be, we thinking that's gonna be one of those nautical landing meetings for the
I'm
public?
not, it might be here. I'm not for sure. And I'm not sure about the time, but usually those are about at 5:30.
Okay.
But, okay, so it kind of, this kind of goes through the public engagements, what their plans are. The introduction on page 26. Let's see.
Community open.
Yeah, it talks, let's see. Chapter 1. Okay, yeah, it's just kind of going through us. It's just a snapshot of everything that they're going to be looking at, what they're going to be doing. We're going to be having a lot of meetings, a lot of public meetings. I say a lot, but throughout this process, we're going to continue to have meetings concerning this comprehensive plan. And the thoughts were with the zoning ordinance is this company, after seeing kind of what the city needs, they can better help maybe design a totally different zoning ordinance, or it might be this one that I did. They might do one more stringent, since we've had so many public meetings, they might go ahead and beef it up a lot more. So the council decided that's why they went ahead and decided to pass on the second reading of and wait and see what we come up with this company.
So has this company done this type of thing for other cities?
That's all they do.
That's all they do.
Oh, yeah.
What are
They-
the cities that
They gave us, when we were going through the grading process for them, they gave us a whole list of all the cities that they helped out with. The closest one I can think of was Cuero. But they've helped, I know Midland, Fort Worth, Waco, I don't know, there was a lot of cities, the big cities, small cities, and everything in between. And talking to Aaron with Baxter and Woodman, they're very knowledgeable. So I have a lot of confidence in them. And in doing this, we'll decide, we can look at maybe doing a different zoning map to be approved and maybe adopt a totally different future land use plan. So we kind of do all that at the same time.
So their engagement with the city lasts until about 9/7/26.
Yeah, if you look,
Critical dates through project duration on the back.
it's a pretty detailed plan of everything that they've got going on. That's showing, there's a page as exhibit B is the support services that the city shall provide, which is typical. We got to provide a place for them to meet and, the technology, the audio visual stuff, let's see, yeah, but if you go and see the page, was it 38? Is the progress report.
Yeah.
I know in here it shows a joint workshop on August 11th, but that, we're not going to be doing that. Like I said, it's going to be on the 25th. The reason is because that's our regular scheduled meeting. And we don't do joint workshops during regular council meetings. And that's why it's on the 25th, because that's our next, that's when we usually schedule our special meetings is, I think that's the last Monday of the month. But it kind of gives you a guideline, a time frame of what they're planning on doing,
They're
when
expecting
it's going to be done.
a little over a year.
Yeah, so yeah, completion would be, they're anticipating August of next year. And that would be for the complete comprehensive plan. And the comprehensive plan includes utilities and parks and, I mean, it's a very detailed plan. It's not just zoning, so there's a lot to it, and hopefully the planning board can be really involved in helping this get put together.
Look forward to that.
There's a lot to it.
Could we pull some of the big joint dates and maybe put those in an email to everybody? Just so we kind of have a bit of a calendar from this.
That'd be good.
I will definitely make sure that y'all have a heads up.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go by what this says because we already changed the first one.
Yeah, these are very much fluid dates. The more,
Yeah.
the more they'll stack up.
But we'll definitely give y'all plenty of time to prepare. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of public engagements too. They were talking about using it at nautical landings, then also the Bauer Center. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I look forward to that. It's good.
How much interest to draw.
Mhm. Well, and that's the thing is that it's going to be interesting to see how much public interest there really is.
People aren't gonna engage.
Because a lot of people will gripe, but how many will show up? That's,
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
the
that's an issue.
Yeah.
so they'll gripe, but they and voice their opinion outside, but they won't
No,
let us know what their thoughts are whenever it means something.
every vote counts, but we never have enough people showing up to the polls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hope we really are able to publicize this and have some good community input. I know we really,
Publicity is a good deal.
yeah, I know when we were doing the zoning originally, well, one of the previous times we did zoning in 2020, we didn't really have anyone show up until the last,
Mhm.
and then it was, rehashing everything from square one to everybody.
That's got to be tough.
And that was a rough sell to try to get people to buy in right before.
Except when it affects you personally, you know?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have, what with my property?
Yeah.
minor emergency. Take care of.
Sure, okay.
Sorry. I didn't.
Since we're gonna lose quorum, let's go ahead and,
Yeah, there's no action items.
no, that's fine.
I just,
Let's motion to adjourn. Does anybody have anything against that? Are we good to vote on that? Okay, aye. Meeting over. Thanks, everybody.
I'm really sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. I think we got to the end of it there. But no, emergencies, that's important.
Sorry. Contractor in Chicago trying to get a hold of me.
I think we're pretty much done. We touched over everything and we'll try to maybe get to that first meeting and
Thanks.
see how